in the live stream for Fake Grand Order, and we're just going to be finishing where we left off previously, because I couldn't finish it last time. So we're fighting Megalos, and not only Megalos but Christopher Columbus, but I've already beat Columbus in the previous video, and so we're just beating Megalos. Whoa. This is one Mad Titan. Damn, she got obliterated. This will have to work. Head. Uh-oh. I think he's gonna kill her. Yeesh. Uh-oh. Let's see. This is going to end this. Hopefully, this doesn't end him. I'm gonna be really pissed. Damn, that shit went fast. Okay. Megalos is defeated. Yeah, you did it. Megalos has shut down. Shut down. He's not defeated. Damn. Damn it. It's over, Columbus. I spelled his name wrong. Oh no, it isn't. Not yet. I'm not giving up. I'll never give up. You can barely stand. If ever there was a time to give up, this is it. What more can you possibly wait, is that? Good thing I had this stashed away. Oh crap, is that a Tatemebako? Tamakebako. He must have still had one hidden on him. Damn, we have to stop him from using it. Too late. You'll never make it in time. Here, Megalos, I've got a little pick-me-up for you. It's way better than dried meat and wine. Go ahead. Take as much magical energy as you want. This is bad. If Megalos gets a second wind while we're still exhausted. Huh? Did an arrow just send the Tamakebako flying? Great shot. That was 1 in a million. I didn't think I would actually hit it. But I guess all that training paid off. It's just like you always say, Captain. The important thing is to never give up. You worthless excuse for a slave. You're not even fit to scrub my boots. Is that so? Because as far as I'm concerned, you're not even fit to wear those boots. It's over. You did it. That wound is fatal, but please be careful, Fergus. Yes, I know. This is where the demon god pillar will... Damn it. I'm sorry, God. I ended up wasting all the good luck you gave me. But I'm not giving up. The next time I'm summoned, I'll find another treasure island to make my fortune. I can't wait. I'm counting the days already. He's gone, just like that. Megalos as well. We must have completely destroyed their spirit origins, but in that case, it appears the story has reached its conclusion. In that case, I trust you won't mind if I interject. Or, to be more precise, I've accumulated so much evidence so quickly that I've only now reached a point where I can interject. What are you trying to say, Holmes? I do, of course, understand that there is no need for me to involve myself in this matter, but given my nature, I'm afraid I'm compelled to do so regardless. Now then, Miss Corelli, I see you have your brow furrowed with quite a sweat. That's weird. Would you care to elaborate on the mystery that still plagues you? That will explain how this whole matter began and most likely how it will end. Our goal in coming here was to carry out the remnant order, but we still haven't found the demon god pillar, even though we know it's somewhere here in Agartha. Precisely, to be honest, I'm a bit disappointed. The evidence is so clear that it practically leads you to the conclusion by the nose. Nonetheless, since I know you to be something of a fan of mine, Miss Corelli, I shall take this occasion to repeat one of my best known lines. Once you eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, no matter how improbable, must be the truth. In this case, the impossible is the notion that the demon god pillar could not have been hiding within one of the leaders of the 3 nations in Agartha. That its signal remains even after defeating all prior suspects proves that none of them were the culprit. We can safely eliminate Claudia's servants from the pool of suspicions as well. While not impossible for the pillar to have hidden within one of them, doing so would have been needlessly complicated. Now it seems fair to assume that the servant you met in Agartha who originated from Claudia were forcefully summoned here to serve specific roles. While they may have functions as hooks and page turners to propel one through the story, they are highly unlikely to be part of the main cast. So, given all that, what is it that remains? Who is the one surviving servant we have met here in Agartha that has no relation whatsoever to Claudia? Yeah. And thus the story is complete. Thank you, Lady Scheherazade. Well now. It says, the story comes to fruition. Total login days, damn, that's a lot. Oh, since I have 30 now, let's try this. 30 free. Test your luck. Claudia Beach Volleyball. Bondaka Rider. Midsummer Moment. Because of course. Extremely spicy mapo tofu. Fuma Evil Wind Kotaru. Potion of Youth. Claudia Beach Volleyball again. Darius. Why is Darius here? Okay, please don't tell me I'm just gonna end up with those. You've got to be kidding me. That's so... ugh. I have no words for this. I guess I'm really not fit to just get beach servants. Ugh. That or those damn things always get in the way, and it's just like, why? This is so annoying. Ten things WWE regrets about SummerSlam. El Dorado. The story comes to fruition. You're the one behind this? Huh? I I don't understand. What do you mean the main story is complete? The story is complete. Very well, what my one miscast. Now that everything has concluded, I shall tell you. It's very simple and brief. I created Agartha by having my noble phantasm. My stories erode the real world. Huh? Put differently, you have all been inside one of my 1001 nights the entire time, this entire time. What? But that doesn't make any sense. The 1001 Nights does have a story set in an underground world, but it's nothing like this. And needless to say, they definitely didn't include Wise, the Nightless City, El Dorado, and the Peach Garden, or the Dragon Palace. That may be, but I never told the tale of Aladdin and... Oh, wait. Of Aladdin or Alibaba when I was alive either. Now I see. The 1001 Nights are as known... Wait. This is as we know them now. They'll contain a number of parts that were added over the course of various retellings. Yep. But if she's able to use them all without any issue, it may be that she gets to decide what the 1001 Nights are. Indeed, stories I've heard through books, stories I've improvised myself, stories that came after my time, but that I could have plausibly told. The 1001 Nights were never a fixed set, but a malleable collection that grew over time. As such, it only makes sense that I would have a right to choose what goes into them. Now that you pointed that out, I can see the connection between this world and your noble phantasm. I already saw the connection a while ago. Fictional or not, everything here is part of a story. I might have realized it sooner if I'd paid more attention to that. Then again, maybe I didn't realize it because there's still something I can't quite believe. The sheer scale and rigidity of this world. This is on a whole other level from the monster Shakespeare wrote into existence in Shinjuku. Here, it's more like the rules of this world. Rather, that this entire singularity is itself a story. That's the equivalent of rewriting reality. That would have to be an incredibly powerful spell, something on par with a reality marble. I guess it could be possible for a demigod pillar, but still. I suspected as much. All stories, whether they be fiction or non-fiction, have an element of unauthenticity. Even non-fiction? Yeah. Of course, after all, when one is described being events as a story. By definition, those events are not taking place in reality. Okay, English please, what's that all mean? It means the evidence was in plain sight from the beginning. Wait, shouldn't he even say Japanese please? I don't know. It's kind of weird. Every servant here has some manner of unauthenticity to them. That is the proof that this has all been a story. What do you mean by that, Holmes? This underground domain has blended together story and reality to an even greater degree than Shinjuku. In Shinjuku, that blend merely occurred as a result of Val's choice to use phantom spirits. But in Agartha, I sense it to be a deliberate choice. Once this unnatural underground space was created, heraldic spirits were summoned to it, but with significant alterations made to them. Some reactions were all but inevitable in such a process. In this case, I believe they were the story each servant was made to perform. Wait, back up. Did you say every servant here? Yeah, I did indeed. Let us begin with the most obvious example. Surely there was something that struck you as unauthentic about them. Christopher Columbus had amnesia. Hercules was Hercules Megalos, an enormous mindless beast in a constant berserker state. And Drake was the hot. Hehe, those are certainly the clearest examples, but I'm afraid I had no other choice. After all, Pirate Princess the Hot, the ruler of Wise, was simply impossible to summon as a servant. I see, that puts one in mind of phantom spirits. Yeah, to be honest, Wu Zetian and the Nightless City had been nagging at me for a while now. What do you mean? They're from entirely different periods. Wu Zetian is from the Tang Dynasty, while the Nightless City is from the Han. I let it pass me by at first since they both come from China. But when you think about it, it makes no sense for Wu Zetian to be the ruler of the Nightless City. They have no connection other than their country and their thousands of years apart historically. Assuming that was indeed Wu Zetian's unauthenticity, in the final piece is the Amazons, the most elementary of all these errors. They fall into much the same category as Wu Zetian in that their historical domain differed greatly from the land they controlled here. But didn't the Amazons live in the jungle? Precisely. Those who lived in the jungles of South America, the ones who protected El Dorado, are entirely different from the warrior women of Greek mythology. Some believe that the tribes of women who lived in the jungle only came to be associated due to their similarities to the myth. And that is why the river and surrounding area came to be known as the Amazon. In essence, the Greek figures were no more than the models for those in the story of El Dorado. And so the fact that Penthesilea lived in El Dorado was itself another inauthenticity. And then there's me, the fledgling warrior, the Fergus who's nothing less than the Fergus you all know. Scheherazade, you said I was your one miscast. What do you mean by that? Fergus McRoach. Your intended role was to stir up Agartha, though in a different way than Hercules. I had read that you were the embodiment of male sexuality, that you required 7 women every night to satisfy your lust. Yeah, you're telling a child that, girl. You're tripping. I thought you would be even lustier if I summoned you in your youth, but you ended up being too young. I could not have imagined that you would appear as a boy uncomfortable around women to the point that you could not even raise a hand against one. You are by far my greatest miscalculation. A miscalculation, so I'm only here because of a mistake? I'm a pointless side character, a half-beat extra. I hate to admit it, but that makes a lot of sense. I haven't been of any help in a single battle so far. It didn't matter whether I was there or not. But that's only true for the audience. For me, this adventure has been... Fergus, Yes, Master Fergus' inauthenticity is his youth, essentially everything we see before us now. One might go as far as to assert that assert that every other servant who may have been summoned here and eliminated prior to our meeting them would have had some unauthentic characteristics about them. Then the noble phantasm you have been using before us all this time, Elif Layla, the 1001 Nights. That is what you used to create this world and to summon twisted forms of servants to fill it. I only have one question. Why would you do such a thing? You really have to ask. I thought my desire had been made quite clear. I have certainly voiced it often enough. Then your objective is to live a long life. No, I never said anything like that. All I want is to not die. Isn't that the same thing? Not in the slightest. As long as you are alive, you will one day have to die. Excuse me, but you do know that we're all servants, right? What difference does that make? To exist now inevitably means dying later. It's the same thing. In the end, we servants are nothing more than familiars. Once our task is finished, we disappear. That too is death. It holds the same chill, solitude, misery, the same terrifying intercourse with nothingness as when you cease to exist. I can't stand it. I spend every one of those 1001 nights wishing for nothing more than to not die. Every fiber of my being is terrified of death. And as a heroic spirit, the only way for me to ever avoid dying is to destroy the world. The man who summoned me taught me that. Then that man must be the demon god pillar. When she first showed up, I of course scanned her for the demon god pillar's signal. If she really is the one who's been working with him, then how did they avoid detection? Let's not forget the other little tiny things she brought up. Did you say destroy the world? Agartha's story is one in which related stories and those of servants summoned here mingle and fight, and ultimately come to the fruition once they disappear. My noble phantasm gives stories form. His power made them real. Very soon my story, the story of Agartha, will assume that the form it was always meant to take. An earthquake. No, it's not that. I can't believe it. Your z-axis coordinates are already rising rapidly. The ground is moving, the sky is splitting. It's like the entire space is moving upward. What the? There's a real sky instead of a rocky ceiling now. Impossible. You mean to tell me we're flying? This is Agartha's final form come to life. Another story all its own. It is now the floating city of Laputa. I offered up everything I had to the king in order to not die. Not only my stories, but my body as well. As such, there can be no more fitting name for the finale than Laputa, the whore. Wow. Okay. Rise, Laputa. Gaze down upon the earth and why is this damn? Hold on. Gaze down upon the earth and plummet towards it. You shall be the last of the mystical cities, the destroyer of the world's natural law. Wow. Now this is animation. Agartha. La Pluta, the flying city. The Golden Temple now. And we are in the final stretch. Well, this is something we're going to be doing hopefully someday. Women of Agartha. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is the shorter stream, but we're finally getting the hell out of this area. So this has been Hunter the Ray Dragon. I hope to see all of you guys on Sunday for the final stream. So peace out.